Hello everybody, it's vanburman here and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 with my Arsenal career mode. As you will recall from the last episode, we are incredibly close now to sealing up the league. A win here does it, a draw, does a draw get us 5? No. Okay, so a draw doesn't do it for us, obviously, unless Manchester United drop points. I don't even know who they've got. Does it say? Are they playing today? No. Okay. So if we win, that's it. The league's done. If not, then we'll have to wait and see how Manchester United do, and then obviously how we do in the games following. So let's do a quick pick and see what's going on here. Yeah, I'm quite happy to play Mr. Ramsey and Coquelin. Yeah, that's all right. Telemans I'm going to take out and put Corrick in there. May as well just go for strongest team, and if we win, then I'll pick a weaker one for the next game. I'm going to stick David Utteridge on the bench, and okay, that should be fine. Let's go with that. So it's been a while since I did one of these episodes, as you may have noticed. In fact, the last episode I uploaded was one that I'd done previously, but I've been moving house and stuff, so that's mainly been the issue as to why there's not been any up. And everything's pretty much all set up now, so I'm looking forward to getting back, making some more YouTube videos, more Football Manager videos, and hopefully getting into the second season on this career mode. I've not lost any data in the move, so that's always useful. And okay, yeah, I think we should win, but my team has been really bad recently, so yeah, that'll do. Hernandez. See, I think Snodgrass is an issue here. He's a really good crosser of the ball, and he's quite good from free kicks as well. Okay, well, he didn't inspire them very much there, Bergkamp. I think I probably should have given that. We don't need the latest scores because United aren't playing, so that's a bit irrelevant at this stage. And we'll just have to see how we get on here. I've got high hopes, obviously. Oh, Abel Hernandez is down injured by the looks of things, so I'm not sure if he's going to have to come off or not. Coquelin. Ooh. Almost going to get his second goal of the season right there, but apparently that's not going to happen. Abel Hernandez has got a groin strain. He's staying on though, so that's alright. I can live with that. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. But hopefully when we wrap up the league, I've got to be optimistic at this stage. I think it will be a fairly successful season. I've not really had too much of a thought about who I want to sign, other than obviously Griezmann. But I just want to wait and see who comes back off loan, what sort of state they're in, whether I want to, keep and develop those guys, or whether I want to go out and sign someone else. Oh, own goal, I think. I don't think that's going to... Oh, no, apparently Icardi scored. I thought it came off Davis. But, never mind. What was I going to say? Yeah. About assessing assess the squad when they get back. All the loan players return. Obviously, I've spent half of my budget already. Oh. Decent effort there, Jack, as he scampers back to goal. But, I mean, I've still got quite a lot. I think I've still got a good £50 million left or something like that. And then, obviously, if I sell anyone, hopefully, Danny Welbeck will be sold, and we'll just have to see how it goes on from there. So I did think that I wanted a striker, but I'm of the thought that I want to give Zivkovic a go in the Premier League. Having a Cardi there, you don't want someone that's going to be not going to chomping at the bit to play first team, but that's going to kick off about not playing in the first team. I mean, I think if Zivkovic gets, a few league games, a few league appearances, some cup appearances, especially in the League Cup, I think he'll be more than pleased with that, especially if he plays well, then, it'll give me more confidence to bring him on more as well. But obviously, for example, like Giroud, he's a good player. He's really quite highly rated on this game for his particular attributes, but he's at an age where he wants to play week in, week out, and unfortunately when you've got Icardi, you're always going to pick him instead, just because of how good he is. I mean, that was another decent effort there. It was a good save by Marshall, though, to be fair. So, credit where credit's due. I'm still sorting some things out, so, for example, things with my microphone and stuff. So if there are a few technical difficulties, I do apologise. None of it's on purpose. It's just while I'm, sorting out various things. So I do plan on doing another live stream as well. I don't know what I'm going to do on that one. I want to do Bournemouth again, but I think maybe give that one a rest or pick a different team, and then we'll do Bournemouth. Some of the guys that I work with are very much into Football Manager themselves, so if I do manage to get any of those guys that are interested in, doing a sort of like a draft game or whatever, I may well, either live stream that or do an episode on that, because that looks quite interesting. I've played it against the computer, sort of, just in the draft mode, and then played the first game and didn't go back and do the final. But it's quite lengthy, I'm not going to lie. You would take a full evening, maybe 1 or 2 play sessions, potentially, because the whole picking of the team is very time consuming. We've been playing alright, I suppose. I mean, I think I might just switch to control, seeing as that's effectively what we're doing anyway. I have also got myself a second computer as well. That's going to be for when I do my streaming. It won't be for when I stream Football Manager, though, I don't think, because stuff like that is... Football Manager's like quite easy on my current computer to stream and everything, and I don't really have any sort of issues with that. It's just going to be, when I do other games, basically any other game. I don't know. Stuff like... Basically things where obviously frame rates are more important. Obviously in Football Manager you're watching what are not too far off stick figures kicking a ball around a pitch, so that's not too difficult. But if I was, for example, to get FIFA and do it that way, then make things a lot better. I really do feel like we need to score the second goal, because I'm talking way too much about other things right now. Oh, that's good clearance. I'm surprised they've kept Hernandez on for so long. I think if my usual tactic is that I'll keep him on, if they last till half time, I'll generally take him off at that point, but he seems to be sticking it out. I don't know whether they will actually... They probably should take him off. Just need that little bit of luck at this point, just to get a nice free shot at goal, clean shot at goal. This looks tasty. God, corner after corner. We've been really wasteful with corners this season, but Arsenal are not really known for being prolific from corners anyway. I think what I'll do for the new season is I'll have another play around with corners and free kicks again. Whoopsie daisy. I'm fairly happy with it, but I just feel like maybe making 1 or 2 changes, going for a different approach. Okay. Well, that's why they left him on, isn't it? So it's just one of those. Like you take it for granted. You're only 1-0 such a dangerous scoreline, because go from being in a very winning position to now losing. Hull have had 3 shots, 1 on target, and scored 1. Oh, lovely thing. I thought he'd missed. See, that's the only problem with this particular camera angle, is that I've said it before as well, because it's more like the 2D view in an effect. You don't always get to see the different dimensions on a 3D pitch, whereas if that had been TV, I'd have seen that was going straight in. That was a really good finish, and hit him back straight away as well. Who's coming on? Alex Bruce for Curtis Davis. That doesn't seem like a particularly useful substitution at this stage. But okay. If you say so. Ooh, that was another really good shot by Ramsey. Let's go attacking. I would like to finish the game off if possible. I've also got some other things I'm going to be doing in the YouTube space as well. Not the YouTube space in London. I mean, in terms of my videos and stuff. Like for example, I'm going to try out doing even a bit more editing than I do now, and making a proper intro and outro for these sort of things. Not a long one or anything, obviously, because I've tried long ones before in the past, and while they may look quite cool, I think it just gets a bit boring. Whereas a couple of second intro, 10-second outro, whatever, I think would be beneficial. Oh, lovely goal. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I was very reminiscent of the Arsenal goal the weekend, the most recent game. Who did we play? I'll remember in a second. Bournemouth. Yeah, Alexis's goal then. And there you go. There's the confetti coming down. And we've won the league. So, even though we tried to throw it away, we got there in the end. Icardi got 2 goals, so it is the kind of moment that I particularly dream of, winning the league. Kevin Friend didn't have the best game of his career. Well, I didn't really notice or care because I won the league. There we go. You can't see that. Got the achievement, champions. I wonder if it'll show you if I put it on. No. Okay. Steam overlay isn't captured by XSplit in this particular mode, so just ignore that I mentioned anything there. Yes, I got beaten by Blackburn. They'll never ever let me forget this now. I mean, on last year's Football Manager 2016, I lost to Dynamo Kiev in the first knockout round in the Champions League, and literally 4 or 5 seasons on, they were still mentioning that. So, anyway, whatever. Such is life, it happens. Sometimes you lose to Blackburn in the FA Cup. Arsene Wenger knows all about that, so... Yeah. Anyway, so Icardi got 2 goals. I actually want to see... I'll obviously look at the others. We'll look at everything else anyway. Where's his goal scoring? 28 goals from 33 games. For a first season, actually, for any season, that is good. Really good. I mean, if he plays in the next game, he may even get up to 30. So, yeah. 28 Premier League goals is impressive. Yeah, we're all very happy. Yeah, Francis Coquelin. If he didn't pick up yellow cards, I'd be a bit worried. Not much to say. Bloomin' heck. That is a expensive win. Why is Yaya Snogo and Joel Campbell and Jack Wilshere getting money for... I know it's in their contracts, but... Goodness. I didn't even play. Yeah, everyone is very happy with me. The board are very happy with me, so that's good. I should say they still have not offered me a contract, so... Steve Bold is happy. Is he employed yet? Do you want to be employed? Because I know everyone was really upset that I got rid of him, so... Oh, I've got too many coaches. Sorry, Steve. No job for you here now. Cardi got young. Oh, he's in the shortlist for the Young Player of the Year. I wonder what age that goes up to then. I thought you had to be under 23 to get that, but maybe it is under 24. Okay, so it doesn't matter what happens with United now. We've won the league already. Beautiful. Manchester United probably got their game. Oh no, international duty. Why have we got an international break? Oh no, it's the... Oh, okay. It's the youngsters. Malen scored for Holland against Poland. That's alright. What do you want now? Oh. You would like an improved contract. So you moan that you don't get enough football, and then when I do give you football, you say, maybe I should be on more money. Yeah. There we go. That's what you got to do. Get him to get rid of his agent. Oh, no, he's got a new agent. Oh, well. I mean, he does deserve a new contract, so... Yeah, I'm just going to say we're going to do it at the end of the season. And then I'll probably get told off because I'll forget. But we will do. I suppose it's just a case of if I decide if I want to keep him or not. So I've definitely decided that we're not keeping Ismail, even though I really like him. Which is a bit of a shame. And there goes Dolberg scoring again. He's quite impressive, you know, this guy. Zivkovic did not score. Ah, bugger. So, Reineveld has been offered a new contract. He is one of the players that I'm actually quite interested in, so it's one of them. If I don't sign him now, there's potential that he may not join. So we'll go for 13 million. Marcus Rashford. Alright, so Manchester United drew anyway. Although, I guess the fact that the league's gone is probably one of the biggest issues for them. We could actually look at the other leagues in the world and see what's going on there. How much do they want for Reineveld? 22. God, that's a lot of money. Let's go. I mean, I'm willing to pay about 16 for him. Oh, where's the rest of the world thing? Is this the problem when you haven't been on here for so long? No, not that bit. Nope. Okay. Well, the next time that screen comes up, we'll have a look at the what happened in the other leagues, because obviously that's quite important for us to view. I don't even know who this guy is, but he looks alright, you know. I mean, his potential ability is 3.5. Probably not going to get into the senior team, but I'm sure we can try and help him develop anyway. And Iwobi, I don't even know what to do with Iwobi at this point. Ah, here we go. Oh, it's on the... Oh, it's in the inbox. There we go. So Real Madrid won La Liga quite comfortably. Looks like Barca may finish third, depending on who obviously they've got. Bayern Munich are going to finish third. Is there many? They've got a couple of games left actually. Goodness. Benfica, Porto, Sporting. Yeah, it's pretty much to be expected. Serie A, Juve into Napoli. I suppose any surprise there is Atalanta, sorry. Not Atlanta, obviously. Who have they got then that's any good? I'm just going off on tangents now. No one particularly. Or at least not in the... Not by rating, anyway. Spartak at 6th. PSG won the French League. Gah, surprise. Monaco finished 2nd. Lyon in 6th. Okay. So the thought process is that I will... Oops. Oh, I offered them that way too early, didn't I? Thought process is that I will play the second game as well. And this can just be a 2-part live episode. Probably going to take me about 7 years to upload though, just because of how big the file is going to be, but hopefully this will be up at some point. The thing about youngsters you expect as well is for them to be quite inconsistent. That's definitely a theme with Dolberg at the minute. Caceres should be dropped. He probably should be dropped by Uruguay, but there you go. There we go. Sessignon has signed his first professional contract. I don't like the fact he's only on a 2-year deal though. I'd quite like to tie him up for a bit longer. No, we'll have to wait for that then. Here we go. It's about time I got offered a new deal. God. And there's me thinking that the club didn't want to keep me. Right. Develop players using the youth system. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Play attacking football. Play possession football. Wage budget 2.6. Transfer budget 54. Obviously, that's after the Griezmann deal anyway. So... yeah, that's fine. I'll discuss it anyway. Let's just see if we can maybe get some improvements. Transfer budget's fine. Wage budget's fine. Philosophy, not really fussed about that. Request. Yeah, I'll make a request. Youth training. Overseas partner. There we go. I can't say I'm not gonna. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's I have to go with that then, won't I? How much money are you offering me? 110,000. What's my existing contract? Oh, exactly the same. You're just offering me more if I win the Champions League for next season. And it's a 3-year deal. I want to be a... oh, I can only be a manager. Percentage of a club compensation required for managerial role. What does that even mean? A clause which reduces the amount of compensation the club is entitled to should the manager be offered a managerial contract elsewhere. Okay. Alright, they're not happy with that. How about more money for winning the Champions League? Okay. Sweet. I'm on as much money as Theo Walcott now, I think. Or was on before as well. Anyway, whatever. Okay. See, look, they keep mentioning this Blackburn thing, always. I bet next season they still mention it as well. Pleased to sign a new contract. Oh, that's what you wanted to ask me. Thanks for that. Not one of those sit-down interviews then. Rashford has got a new contract as well. Yeah, nothing there of interest. Quite frankly, I just want to... I think there's something wrong with the microphone. As in, I think I've got some of the settings wrong. Which is why you may have noticed I've been messing around with it a little bit in this episode. So I apologise for that if you are still watching at this stage. Okay, an assist and a goal. That's good. Good to see. Although he's only won 39% of his headers, which is a little bit concerning. Seeing as meant to be a bit... sort of like a balance of all the good attributes you want from a striker, but he's played a good amount of games though, so that's the main thing in all of this. Yeah, let's put one on the loan list. Really need to work out who I'm getting rid of and who I am selling, because that is going to make a big difference. Okay, 17 million. There you go. That's probably the best I can do. So, I don't think anyone useful is going to be at the club. Oh, wait. David Utteridge will be homegrown at what point? October next year. Okay. October this year, sorry. That's good. I mean, I don't know if I'm right in saying this, but I think Football Manager used to do, if you signed the youth prospects, they automatically came in as homegrown. Might be wrong with that, but that's how I think I remember it being. Yes, they're all too expensive. 144 million for Hazard. Seems a bit much. Well, come on, guys. Do me a favour. Don't really want to go much. Don't really want to go above 17 million for him. Can't bother dealing with bloody Mark Hughes. Mark Hughes is just a pain. Okay. Football, right? It'd be interesting to see what Icardi does win this season. let's just have a quick look into the player stats. Right, so if we look at this, Icardi is the top goal scorer by quite a lot. But if you look at Harry Kane has got 1 goal at every appearance. But Icardi scores a goal every 90 minutes. So technically, I suppose you could say Harry Kane's done better. I mean, I think he is actually quite highly rated on this particular game. 16 finishing, yeah, but he's a bit more all-round, I think, than Icardi. So it's not. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to berate Icardi anyway, because I think he's done really well for his first season. What does this mean? Which amount of shots is that? Yeah, shots on target. Okay, that's quite interesting as well. Goals per shots. 17 from 41. Most assists. Have I got anyone on that list at all? Santi Cathola's got 9. Max Grado, Callum Wilson, Payet. I think Payet's actually on the. Is he on the transfer list, or was that? Or am I wrong about that? I don't know. Oh, expecting to leave the club in the near future. Yes, he is. How much is he on the transfer list for? 24 million. I like Payet, but he's just a bit old, really. Most distance ran. That's not really too important. Oh, whoops. Most key tackles. No, none of my players are on there. Least conceded. Petr Cech is 4th. He's only had 11 clean sheets compared to David De Gea's 23. God, that doesn't look so good then, does it? Yeah, obviously most clean sheets, most tackles. No, Coquelin's not on there. Most dribbles, Theo's on there. Most key passes, none of my players are on there. That's quite strange that none of my players are in more of the categories for that. So, but yeah, looks like, or it's almost certain that Icardi will get the golden boot, which is nice. Ajax really playing hardball on Rijdenveld, whatever you want to call him. Okay. Got an assist. That's good. So we'll play this match, and then I think that will basically finish off the episode. I'm going to. I might just ask him to rotate it, because. So I said for rotation, you can't put Donnarumma in. Put Felix in. Take Gibbs off for Sessegnon. Coquelin can make way for a game. Shaq can come back in. David Utteridge can take Ramsey's spot. Yeah, go on, I'll let Ishmael play since it's his last game. Alexis. Yeah, I'll keep Alexis on. Giroud can play, even though he's going to be leaving. So let's change some of the roles to make sure we're all set up correctly. Giroud, obviously, target man. Oh, deep lying. Fullback. Okay, that'll do. I'm not really too fussed about this game, whatever happens, really, but it needs to be done. I need to see out the final fixture. And you've left out Mario Icardi. Why? Being arrested. What's the thinking behind the inclusion of Olivier Giroud? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Not really bothered. The Bonnie's not playing. Right. See, originally I was hoping that we'd get to a stage where sort of these last sort of 4 games or 5 games we'd have already had the league tied up, and might be able to experiment with some different tactics and whatnot. But as it's just the one game, just put that on ice for now. That was a good flick on, but then you've got to chase it. You can't just leave it. Oh, it's Castro. It's quite a lot of players last games, actually, in this particular match. Oh, I didn't play Ronaldinho, did I? Oh well. Never mind. Moves is in. I don't even think. I think he was being. I think Gabriel was challenging Caceres then. Oh dear. Oh well. Player that I really like is Shaqiri. I don't really think he's viable to go and sign. In last year's Football Manager, I was trying to decide between him or Robin. Within the first season, I sort of had a decision to make. I could have got Shaqiri for about 30, and Robin was about 12. And I was like, I don't really know who to sign. And in the end, I went with Robin because I thought, for a couple of seasons, he'll give me something else. And then obviously he'll be about due to, either retire or he can go off somewhere else. And I made the right decision because Robin played exceptionally well for the 2 seasons he was at Arsenal. He won the Champions League. He scored a brace against Bayern Munich. And he sold me a lot of shirts as well, which apparently is all United fans go on about whenever you want to talk about Pogba. So, whereas I'm not really sure Shaqiri would have made as big of an impact. Obviously, he could have done it over a more prolonged period. But there's just some players that just got that, that class. The Robins, the Schneiders, Lewandowski's, Ibrahimovic's, really whatever age they're at, that they're always going to be a useful player. I thought that, and I must say, I also thought the same thing with Schweinsteiger, but maybe he just came over to England too late on, and obviously this season he's not been given any chances at all by Mourinho, but I suppose that's discussion for another day. Without a doubt, though, Schweinsteiger's still a class player. Probably, you have to do, when you get to sort of his age, you have to realise that you need to drop down a bit. And I think, he went from obviously Bayern Munich to Manchester United. And you would say that, Bayern Munich are a good cut above United at this stage in terms of the playing squad overall. But, it's still, I don't think it was a sufficient drop. I mean, I don't know, Schweinsteiger had gone to maybe a PSG, someone like that, a smaller league, like the French league where, they're going to win, or obviously, you even go to a strong Europa League side. But I was making a point somewhere there, but and then I also had Ismail at that point as well. Ismail was playing, and him and Robin were basically sort of sharing the role until Ismail just started performing every single game, and I just couldn't afford to leave him out. He's not had the same development in this game. He's also not got. Steam just gave me a really weird message. This account is currently logged in elsewhere. Please re-enter your password to log in on this computer. How bizarre. I've got my other computer on, which I'm logged into on Steam, but there's no reason why that should be coming up. Oh, don't tell me you've crashed now. Okay. Right, let's bring the Ox on then for the final, just under half hour. You guys continue watching that. I'm going to re-log into Steam. So I don't know what's gone on here. Put the wrong password in. That'll be why. Right, let's try my real password. There Got to say, generally, I'm not a massive fan of the authenticators. You know, the stuff obviously where you get sent a code and you have to put that in order to log into your whatever Steam. Some MMOs use it and stuff, but I quite like the way that Steam does it, because I got the application on my telephone, and it just sends you a notification when it's when you've got the thing. I don't even have to unlock the screen to see it either, which, yeah, you could say maybe is a little bit of a security issue, but makes things a lot more convenient for me. I'm going to make some substitutions. We're not playing particularly well. I've had no shots on target. This is potentially one of the worst games that we've played. Luckily, the league's already wrapped up, so I'm not hugely fussed by this particular result. As long as we don't lose, it's not going to be an issue. Anyway, I don't think the fans will be too upset. No. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I suppose I sort of have to eat my own hat on that one, don't I? Well, I think the substitutions may have come a little bit too late. Took off all the players that weren't performing particularly well. Oh. I dared to dream for a second there. I thought that was going to be a decent free kick, but the ball got in the way of it. Pass luck in. No. That's a lovely cross, but there you go. That's where you want Giroud, isn't it? Really. I don't think he necessarily would have scored, but I think he might have got it on target. Icardi was just leaning back a bit too much. Bula. Into Affalay. This could be two. Ooh. It was a really good cross, though. Didn't attack it with quite enough verve. And that's it. We're going to lose a game with no shots on target. You guys. Yeah, okay. I'll let Dennis Bergkamp have a go at him, because I can't be bothered. God. It's a good thing I wasn't relying on that result. Alex is out for 2 for 3 weeks. Okay. Currently Gabriel got man of the match. Arsenal conceded a high portion of their goals originating from crosses. Once again, stuff I need to look at for next season, but I'm not going to worry about it too much for now. I've got ages until the next competitive game anyway, and all this stuff I'll have to do behind the scenes. I lost 5 games in the end, which is a bit disappointing, because at one point it looked like I might need to lose 2 or 3, but nope, goal of Giroud does not worry me. Not at all, in fact, because 8.5 million, yeah, that's fine. Because obviously he is going to be going as some, I don't even know what date he does leave. Okay, so I have just unlocked 3 achievements, which you can't see. Goal Machine, Starman, and The Boss, which I am guessing means I've won things and my players have won things. Oh, there's Lucas. I think Lucas will be sold. But he's done fairly well on loan, to be fair. Icardi wins the Golden Boot. Unsurprisingly, 2 of Tottenham's players have came 2nd and 3rd. Goodness. 28 games, 3 assists. Very good. I got Manager of the Year. Icardi was selected in the Team of the Year. Well, he's the only player that was selected. Oh, thanks. The Arsenal awards. So the fans player of the season was Koscielny quite comfortably as well. Sign of the season, Sessegnon, young player of the season, Mario Icardi. Goal of the season, Granit Xhaka against Swansea. Oh my goodness, this was the first game. And this is the one I had to redo, I remember, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it is. I mean, the goal he scored previously was quite similar. That's a lovely goal. Absolute screamer. So yeah, there you go. Goal of the season. Or the Arsenal goal of the season, anyway. Yeah, won the Premier League. Lost against Leverkusen in the Champions League. Lost against Blackburn. Lost against Watford. Let's not talk about that. And lost against City 3-0. Oh yeah, lost against City 3-0, but beat West Ham 6-2. And he said 6-1 then. Let's hold team meeting. We'll finish off this day's news and then probably end the episode there. It's been a long season. We will be looking to do it again next season, if we can. Arsenal's 2-1 defeat against Burnley was particularly upsetting. Yeah, it was for me as well. God, Origi's bloody expensive. Although all the players are bloody expensive. Lewis issues season injury report. Oh, okay, so this says how much they missed or didn't miss based on how many injuries they had. Okay. What's Bergkamp got to tell me then? Bergkamp's got to say... Should be like a most improved and stuff on here, but... oh, I suppose there is. Yeah, not really surprised by many of them. And... oh. Pre-season... let's go for a 4-week pre-season, I reckon. It's in the middle, so... it seems like that should be what takes preference. So I think I might have an offer here. Friendly to be arranged as part of the deal. Negotiated... oh, I can't do anything with that. Right. There you have it. Goodness. Mauro Icardi's just been given a bloody crap load of money there for being a top goal scorer, which is fair enough. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the episode today. The next one I probably will do. I'll probably play you all the way through until the start of July. So then obviously all the lone players will be back at that point. And if I do anything in between, I'll obviously recap at that point, and then we'll get into the... I mean, that will officially be the start of the second season. So this is where I'm going to end the first season. The next videos will be starting afresh on the second season. So I'm going to make a few improvements for next season, like I mentioned before, some of the YouTube stuff, like the intros and outros and that sort of dealy majig. I'll also change the titles of these videos as well, so it'll say season 2 on it, but I'll still continue the episodes on, so you sort of get a feel of where we are. And yeah, I just want to say thank you much for watching. If you watched any part of the series, it's been appreciated. If you do have any, comments, suggestions, improvements, that sort of stuff, I'm always happy to hear that, as long as, well, it's more useful if it's constructive than just saying you have a really annoying voice, which may be true, but there's not much I can do about that. And yeah, I look forward to hopefully seeing you all in the next episode, which will obviously be season 2. Thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye.